Hello, YouTube!
Hello!
Last week, we showed you the Lost Canyon and Cave tour. That video, there will be a link of that video at the end of this video. But today, we're going to hop on the shuttle that you see here, and we're going to go to the top of the rock. That is the portion of this property where there's a sunset ceremony, the shop at Top of the Rock, Ancient Ozarks Natural History Museum, and also dining and cocktail options. As you can see, we are on the shuttle now. There are two different types, but they're all going to the same place. There's a white and a black. They just take you over to the other portion of the property. They wait for you outside of the Welcome Center. There's a short line maybe, but then you just hop on and go. Once you arrive, you'll walk into the vestibule. You'll be met with a woolly mammoth, a couple other artifacts, cannon for one, and you will see there's an information desk off and to your left-hand side. If you want to go to the museum there, you have to go get your ticket stamped, and you'll be given directions and a map. It's really well put together, this vestibule itself. There's a place that you can look down into the museum from that area, and they put more artifacts on the outside of that window than I've seen in some museums. Well done. From the vestibule, we decided to go to the shop at Top of the Rocks first. They had a little bit of everything there. It was not just a gift shop. It was supposed to be like a general store, and they had general merchandise.
Lots and lots of it.
Lots of it. A lot better than gift shops you see, which again, it wasn't intended to be a gift shop. It was intended to be a general store, and they knocked it out of the park. They have everything you can imagine, from groceries, jewelry, clothing, hats. They had one piece of jewelry that you liked pretty good.
Oh, yes. Oh, I could have spent a long time in there.
Yep.
Looking at the jewelry and I'm not a big jewelry person, but it was very unique items that they offered, which was nice and refreshing.
Yep.
And same with their clothing. They had a variety of clothing and hats.
And speaking of you shopping, they had a seating area, really high-end seating area for the husbands, complete with a fireplace inside the store.
Yes, I like how you say the high end.
Oh yeah.
Because it is high end compared to like
leather chairs and
stores you go to.
You had end tables, that sort of thing at the seating area where, you know, most of the time you're lucky if you get a wooden bench to sit on.
True.
when you're going from point A to B or B to C, etc., the hallways, the porches, everything just has a nicely detailed artistic features that are part of the brand Atop the Rock, in my opinion. It's stuff, again, they are doing this everywhere, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that if you look to your left, you'll see a post and beam construction on the outside of the building, or you'll see a rock fireplace, that sort of thing. There's also lots of windows and views from the porches, that area, that kind of thing, out into the nature, into the golf course. Just really great views everywhere you go.
I agree that those views were not put there by just chance. I think there was a lot of thought put behind every corner and every trail, and it was just beautifully done.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of, I heard a rumor that there is going to be an expansion on the Lost Canyon and Cave Tour, and if you look closely in the video, you'll see some more of the paths that have already been paved and put the fences on, and probably will be in service here soon. So we decided to go down a level over to where the statue is for Trail of Tears, and we got on this elevator to go down, and we went down to the 3rd floor, I believe it was.
I'm not sure. I'm still turned around.
I don't know, maybe it's the 1st floor. Either way, we were going down, and when we got off the elevator, we were lost immediately.
Yes.
But what a place to be lost in. It looked like an old dungeon. It was their wine cellar, turns out, for the wine bar that was down there on that level. And it was amazing because you're not going to see that if you just walk around to the wine bar. You're gonna miss all of that detail. And they had to spend so much time putting that together to look fantastic for the odd person that uses the elevator.
It was funny because we ran into other people who were also turned around a little bit, but I almost believe...
A few times.
Yeah,
we ran into them a few times.
I almost believe that it was done purposely to allow the person to explore a little bit and see what they had to offer so far as a wine tastings, and they had all these bottles put back, tucked into these, what would you say? I wouldn't say crevices, but...
It was the wine cellar.
It was a wine cellar,
so
yeah.
it was underground, and it was climate
dark,
controlled,
and it was cool, and it was very pretty.
It's fantastic the way they put that together.
Yeah, and it meandered around.
So much better than drywall.
Yeah. It meandered around to where you came out to it. You weren't stuck in there for a great deal of time. It's just a few minutes.
It does indeed take you out to the statue.
Yeah.
Like you can see right here.
Yeah. And you can also go further around, and there's the restaurant and the bar.
Yep.
So...
so now we are looking for the restaurant. We want to go to the next level. We go back to the elevator, and the next level dumps you out again. It's a similar but unique area. It's similarly detailed, but completely differently styled. It's just nice place. This ended up being in a dining room that was not being used this evening. It was locked up. You couldn't go out to the main restaurant area, but it was certainly still open to the public, and it was fun to explore because everything in there was fantastic. They even had a bear taxidermy.
Oh, Jimmy, look at this bear. I'd say that that's a real bear. Feel its fur. Oh, that's cool. That's It's nice in here.
We found the restaurant.
Finally, it was well worth it. There were all kinds of choices for meals. It was on the pricey side for what we're accustomed to.
But you're not required to eat.
Right.
There's an outside area where they have fire pits. They have couches, chairs, things like that, and you can just hang out, enjoy the sunset ceremony, or you can get a drink while you're in those areas. If you want a meal, you just sit down at a table, or you'll be seated by the wait staff at a table, and then you can get a meal.
Yeah, they'll page you. You go and let them know you're interested in dinner. We had every intention of eating dinner, but we were pleasantly surprised at the outdoor seating.
It was another area that was beautifully put together. They just didn't miss a detail in this place. This entire property was well put together.
The tables, they had fire pits. They just had fire.
It had gas flame in the middle of every table, and at certain areas they had gas fire pits.
Yes, for people who just wanted to sit around in chairs. They didn't want to eat dinner.
Top of the Rock puts together a fantastic sunset celebration every night. Johnny Morris started that himself a few years back. Tonight we get to listen to Dan Zachers playing the bagpipes in this wonderful environment, and off in the distance you see Table Rock Lake.
It was beautiful.
We're very glad to have you here with us tonight. I just want to take a moment to tell you a little bit about our sunset celebration. It's a unique tradition that Johnny Morris started here some years ago, where we take a moment to celebrate the rich beauty and heritage of the Ozarks. Look at this gorgeous fall sunset tonight. This evening, Mr. Dan Zacher is going to be playing bagpipes for us, and Dan helps us honor golf's Scottish roots, playing the pipes at sundown. Following Dan's performance, our cannoneers are going to fire an authentic Civil War era cannon. You can see them from the Buffalo Bar patio. When they get ready to do that, we will take a moment to raise our glasses and toast to our numerous blessings, to the freedoms we have in this country, the friends and the family who are with us tonight, Whether you're calling the Ozarks your home for today or you've been here for a lifetime, tonight at Top of the Rock, we're very glad to have you with us, especially for our sunset celebrations. Take it away, Dan Zacher! Mr. Dan Zacher, beautiful job, Dan. We'll hear from him again in just a moment, but for now, let's focus our attention over to the Chapel of the Ozarks. Raise your glass. Let's toast this gorgeous night. Let's see if the cannoneers can get that thing to fire. Cheers.
At the end of your visit, when you're finished, you just return back to the area where you were dropped off to begin with. You can wait there. It's a short wait. There may be a little line. It goes relatively quickly though. So you just wait there and hop on the next shuttle and you're on your way home.
Yeah, they're still setting stuff up on that tree.
Yeah. The flag.
My God, man, right here, all the way down here. Okay, right back over here off to your right was the one way up. Right over here is one way out. Anyway, you go ahead and train the two banners up here. The Inspire banner, you just kind of make out the blue banners. The second and third one, that'll take you up 86. That'll get you all properly up top here.
Thank you so much for watching this video, or for watching any of our videos. Subscribe if you want to be notified when we release new videos, and please click here if you want to watch the last video, part 1 of this, where we do the Lost Canyon and Cave tour.
Until next time.